This is Dee, the Student Placement Manager for ACAP. Just talking about some of the issues that I've been made aware of that some of our students at Wise Employment are dealing with. So one thing that has been coming up is that the clients say, no, I already have a therapist, or I have a psychologist, or I'm already seeing a psychiatrist, whatever it may be. Or they might say that to their employment consultant. But anyway, that's their reason for why they're not coming for counselling. So I want you to be able to talk to the employment consultants and talk to them about the kind of counselling you can offer, right? Now, sometimes with clients who already have a therapist, what we offer them, our students, you guys, what you can offer them is called supplementary counselling. Okay, so they might have a significant issue with a diagnosable condition, right? So where they see their therapist weekly for severe depression or anxiety or whatever the case may be, that's fine, right? That's absolutely, in fact, it's wonderful, and thank goodness they are in therapy and they are seeing their counsellor regularly or their therapist regularly. That's great, and we want to encourage that. Absolutely. But it doesn't mean that they can't see you as well. And some people think it does mean. It means you're going to clash with or contradict what they're saying. It doesn't mean that at all. So what you can talk to the employment consultants about, or what you can talk to the clients about, is what we call supplementary counselling. So say, for example, they're seeing their therapist weekly, monthly, whatever it may be. You could talk to them about how you can help them. So you might say to them, that's fantastic, really glad you're getting some help with your XYZ, whatever it may be. I can actually help you with other areas of your life where you might want to make a change, but you haven't been successful at doing that yet. Right? That's what I'm really great at. So I'm a student counsellor, so I don't tend to, really work on those very, very serious issues that you're working on with your psychologist. Let's leave that over there. We're not going to talk about that, okay? But how are you going with, say, for example, your health, right? Are you satisfied with your current levels of health and fitness, right? And, it might be quite obvious that they're probably not. But they might say, no, I don't want to work on that, right? So then go further and say, okay, well, I know you've got kids. So how are things with your teenagers? That's a difficult age, right? How do you find managing those teenage ups and downs? And then they might say, oh, gosh, my daughter, I'm going to kill her if she doesn't keep, blah, 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 whatever it might be. That's when you want to say, that's the kind of thing I can help with, right? It's hard coping with all the ups and downs that happen, but I can support you and help you to deal with that in a really effective way if you would like to do some work on that with me. Now, you might not have a clue how you're going to do that, right? But that's okay, because you're not going to see them for a few days or a week, whatever it might be. It gives you time to research and find out some of the theory behind whatever the issue is, and then you can make your plan ready for the session if they're coming. So if they've decided to come to see you about, it could be, health is always a good one, fitness is always a good one. Now, you're not their coach. You're not going to work out how many laps of the oval they should run. You're not going to do any of that, right? All you're going to do is talk to them about how they want their body to be and get behind the reasons that stop them. The usual counselling things that you do as with a person-centred focus. Now, the conversation might just start with health, and it could go anywhere. We don't know what that client is going to come up with. But starting with health or fitness or relationships with children or siblings, it might be their mum. They might have said to you, haven't spoken to my mother in 10 years. Right? Wow, that must have been something really big. And then sure was, right? Well, that's something that I could help you with. Could actually have a look at, what do you want in that area? What do you want it to be like? I never want to speak to her again. Okay, that's fine. So is there another area that you would really like to see a change? Okay, now sometimes it's finances, okay? You are not a financial counsellor at all, so don't ever talk about how-to things, and don't ever solve their financial problems for them, ever. I mean, you're not solving problems for anything about anyone about anything, but finances, be particularly careful that you never recommend anything to them about where they should go for financial help. The only thing you would talk about is what's not working. The usual person-centred, follow them through their exploration and support them through your reflective listening, they'll come up with what they need to do themselves. That's the whole idea, right? So while you can talk to someone about their financial issues, you're not talking about the issues. You're talking about the impact on their lives of this not being resolved, and helping them to work their way towards coming up with what could be a solution. Right? Now, there's a million other things. It could be education, right? I've never got past year 7 at high school. What's that like for you? Okay, and now you're in to the session and you're exploring with them if that's something they want to change. So there's 100 ways to do that, but the only way you can ever find out how to open an opportunity for a client to make a change is by engaging with them and being really interested and genuinely, authentically caring about the client. Okay, so I hope that's been helpful. If you think about it and talk about it between yourselves, right? There's a couple of you on placement together. Talk about, like, how could we use that? Or what's an opportunity here where if we were out speaking with clients, we might be able to hear an opportunity to assist or help a client through counselling. Okay, I hope that's been helpful. Let your placement coordinator know if you need more ideas or if it's not working out for you, because we've got lots of other things that we can offer you. Okay, thank you.